Alrighty, guys. So another week is officially in the books for the stock market, and it wasn't the best week. We had the VIX spike up, all the indexes sold off, some more than others, but it was in general a red week. So with that, we're going to break down the top insider moves from this past week, and a lot of them were selling, guys. A lot of insiders were selling, so we're going to break down what's going on with the insiders in this video. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and of course, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below, or simply go to stocks-surfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, enjoy your money, guys. Free money. Cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So like I said, volatility was up this week, and overall the stock market sold off. You guys can see SPY started off the week at around $565 per share, and it went all the way down to $547 yesterday on Friday. So that was a drop of around 3% throughout the entire week. And we had Triple Q, which you guys know tracks the NASDAQ 100. Everybody knows that. This went down from around 500 per share, 498 to be exact, down to 473. So from top to bottom, it went down almost 5% on the week, which is a pretty bad week for the NASDAQ 100, as the VIX is now at 1650 throughout the week. It went up around, let's see, from 1280 to 1720 at the high. That was a move of around 35%. So think about that. Indexes went down 3 to 5%, and we had the VIX up 35% throughout the week. That's pretty nuts. So again, I want to break down the top insider move, so we might as well just dive into that right now. I'll pop up Safari. Bear with me, guys, and let's dig into kind of what's going on right now with these insiders. Nothing crazy, guys. We're going to just run through some of these moves here. So all of these are obviously sales, right? All the red, not columns, rows, whatever you want to call them. We can see here we had some selling from the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff Bezos. That was actually not this past week, but the week before that. He sold 400,000 shares of Amazon at $200 per share, and obviously he still owns a lot of shares, 928 million. So that's really a nothing burger in my opinion. A lot of these are nothing burgers, to be honest. I mean, look, a lot of these are just little trims from the from the positions, right? We can see Amazon, not a big sale at all from Jeff Bezos. We had Larry Ellison. We can see Oracle. He ended up exercising, it looks like, some options there. Interesting. We can see Uber CEO. He sold 500,000 more shares at $71.91. But get this, he still owns a good 1.2 million shares, it looks like here. So that was actually a pretty big chunk that he ended up selling out of. And how many shares does he own? I guess 1.2 million shares total. So that was actually a big sale out of the CEO of Uber there, which that happened on the 15th of July. So earlier in the week, guys, in the beginning of the week. And it looks like here, okay, wait, that might have been an option exercise there. Either way, out of Uber CEO. Then we had the CEO of NVIDIA, which we've talked about before. He's had a lot of sales, and it looks like these are pre-planned sales. He continues to sell more and more stock as the weeks go on. I'm pretty sure he's been selling pretty regularly since NVIDIA did their stock split. You guys can see here, the CEO of NVIDIA sold more on the 11th of July, 12th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, pretty much every single day. He's selling in 120,000 share chunks. You guys can see he sold more shares at $119 per share, $130 per share, $126, $128 per share. And the CEO of NVIDIA still owns a lot of stock, guys. We're talking 78 million shares. So these little sales are nothing in the grand scheme of things, but he is selling pretty much every day 120,000 shares, or at least he has been since the stock split pretty much. Maybe not every day, but he sold at this rate probably a couple million shares, maybe 2-3 million shares since the stock split. Maybe not 3 million, but in that ballpark, right? He's selling a good chunk, every single day. It looks like here, NVIDIA, another person at NVIDIA, the EVP worldwide field operations, sold 100,000 shares at $130 per share. They still own about 4 million shares, so not a big sale there. Let's see, any other notable companies here. It looks like DoorDash, we're getting some sales there out of the CEO, out of the director, 2 sales out of the director. Looks like the CEO sold 54,000 shares at $104 per share. They still own, looks like 0 now. Wait a second. Did the CEO sell everything at DoorDash? I find that hard to believe. But let's see here. Andy Fang, director at DoorDash, sold 50,000 shares on this day, the 11th of July, at $105 per share, and another 50,000 shares at $105 per share, and they own roughly 20,000 shares left. So what's going on at DoorDash, guys? Looks like the CEO sold all the shares. Director is selling out as well on 2 separate occasions. And you can see all of the sales here, guys, from Google, Sundar Pichai, right? Meta CEO sold more there, Mark Zuckerberg. Rivian CEO sold, which is interesting considering Rivian stock has gone up a lot. Looks like the Rivian CEO sold 200,000 shares at $18 per share, a $3.6 million sale, and they still own 900,000 shares. So actually a pretty big chunk was sold, from NVIDIA, or not NVIDIA, excuse me, Rivian CEO a couple days ago, which is interesting. Looks like a director at Dell sold some more shares as well, 25,000 shares at $134 per share. Looks like they own 0 shares right now. So that director is out of Dell stock by the looks of it. Looks like Roblox's CEO, president, and CEO sold 75,000 shares at $40 per share, and they own $875 or 875 shares rather now. So wow, they sold a lot, the CEO and president of Roblox. So those are some key sales that I'm seeing right here. Now let me show you guys some buy transactions. What insiders are buying, and there's not many. These are all of the insider buys from the last week or so, right? And you can see some of these companies include, some insurance companies. Looks like TWFG. Looks like the director bought 197,000 shares on this day, 588,000 shares on this day at $17 per share each buy. Okay. Any noticeable companies or notable companies? Looks like the president of Schwab bought 10,000 shares at $62 per share. He now owns 144,000 shares. All right, that's interesting. Looks like Delta Airlines director bought 10,000 shares at $44 per share here. They own roughly 20,000 shares now, so not much there. It looks like, this is interesting. Barnes & Noble. All right, director at Barnes & Noble bought, let's see, 18,000 shares at $8.15, $146,000 buy there. They now own 112,000 shares. So it's pretty obvious, guys, what's going on, right? Not many buys, but a lot of sales. Not groundbreaking sales. Well, I guess some of them are, like the Roblox president, CEO, DoorDash, right, CEO. They're selling out a lot. But the other ones like Amazon, for example, Jeff Bezos selling out a little bit. That's a nothing burger. Mark Zuckerberg barely selling out. It looks like they're just routine sales they have to do, right? Same with NVIDIA CEO. The guy still owns 78 million shares. So yes, he is selling 120,000 share lots pretty much every day, but he still owns 80 million shares, for Pete's sake, guys. So a lot of these sales are a nothing burger, in my opinion. but some of them are worth looking deeper into, like Roblox, DoorDash, some of the other ones that we mentioned. But yeah, those are some of the biggest buys and sales from the past week when it comes to insiders from insiders. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. We're doing this video pretty much every Saturday, guys, so make sure to subscribe and get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. It's free money with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or simply go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo, and for a limited time, your uninvested cash will earn 8.1% APY, which, guys, that's unheard of. It's a no-brainer, so get on it. Use that link. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.